Hey, JS, wanted to come on here and share a very odd story from my life. It all started one day after me and a friend were being dumb and tried to sell random things we found in our houses. We went door to door trying to sell a shitty painting of something that was unrecognizable. Every time we knocked on door we asked and asked, begged and begged, but still nobody cares and shut the door in our faces. All the way until we came across a house that I have never seen anybody go into or out of. It was a strange, weary-looking house that looked as if it had not been painted in a few years' time, and one window was actually broke with a board over it. We went up, knocked on it, and after about 5 to 6 minutes nobody had answered. We then turned around ready to leave, but suddenly I heard the noise of a window being banged against quite aggressively. I quickly tapped my friend and we turned around to show a very old lady with a massive smile on her face. She stood there pointing and looked quite excited, as if she had never seen another person in her life. She quickly rushed to the door and opened it and yelled, "Hey, come back, are yous okay?" In a weird shaky voice. My friend who had the shite painting quickly walked over and said, "Hey darling, we were wondering, do you want to buy this painting? Only £10, it could be yours." She quickly said yeah of course and swept to a table next to her door and took out her purse. She dug through and pulled out the money. "Here, take it." Before my friend could exchange it, another woman came out of her house and quickly took the lady back into hers. She looked at us with big wide eyes and said, "Leave now, she's gonna find yous." We got weirded out but followed her orders and left. A few hours passed by and I was weirded out after what she said, but then I thought to myself, maybe she was joking. She was not. After a few hours I got dressed and took my dog out on a walk. I walked by the back of the old lady's house, and you see the back of her house is where the kitchen window is, and I walked by with my dog still thinking about what that other lady said, and then suddenly bang 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 I heard from the left. My body shook. I felt numb and nauseous. I turned around to see the old lady at her kitchen window peering down at me with an even bigger smile. Keep in mind this was at nighttime. She quickly ran and with no hesitation I swept away with my dog, walking back to my house. Lucky it was in the same estate as me. I quickly got to my door, then what I heard will never leave my head. "Please come back, I haven't seen you in so long." That completely shook me. How did she know who I am? I have never seen her ever. A few years later I never heard from her again until I was walking by after visiting my mom at that old house, then seen new people moving in. I walked over and said hello. I had a conversation with them and then asked them, "Hey, do you know who used to live there?" They said nobody did. It's been abandoned for a long time, but here, check this out. They pulled their phone out and showed that an old lady had been living there and was found dead in the attic next to some Polaroid photos. Photos of me and my friend playing together.